This episode is brought to you by Kimball's Cookies, custom cookies for every occasion. And by Matthews Arcade, custom-built arcade games. And Kinesi Shoes, feed the flame.
Okay, so we'll call him Samir and Waleed. And Waleed was a 2016 Olympian.
Yeah, 2016
And
Olympian.
there we go.
Yeah, Waleed is here.
Now he doesn't speak good English, so we're lucky Ahmed is here because we don't have no idea what he's saying. But anyway, so Yolanda interviewed my fighter Salim at Church Street, and then I guess Victor wanted to get something going for both of these guys. So Salim called me. I asked Yolanda about them in a roundabout way. Here we go. So we're going to end up signing them. I'm going to have Mauricio Herrera involved and also Danny Gonzalez. I always talk about he's never been on, but, nothing but good things, we hope. So welcome aboard, guys. And like I said, both of you are fighting March 6th, it looks like, in Indianapolis already. Yeah. I got to talk to Victor. He wants to finalize getting Salim there. Yeah, and this will be the pro debut for Waleed. So ask Waleed about, he's been here. How long has he been here? And why did he wait so long to start fighting as a pro?
بيقول لك بقالك قد ايه هنا وليه ما لعبتش كل الفترة دي؟ قول له ان انت كنت بتدور على بيقول لك انت بقالك سمعنا وليد؟
Is he listening?
وليد انت سمعني ولا لا؟
Can you hear us?
وليد سمعني؟
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
سمعني؟
Okay.
سمعني؟ I don't think he can hear us.
You can't hear us?
وليد انت سمعني ولا لا؟ سمعني؟
You can't hear us?
سمعني يا ابني؟
No?
سمعني؟
No.
He definitely can't hear us.
No, I don't think he can hear.
I wonder why. Mike.
اقفل وافتح تاني يا وليد. اقفل وافتح تاني.
I wonder why he can't hear us.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Headphones.
What is it? Tell him to remove his headphones.
السماعة بتاعتك.
Headphones.
Do you hear us now?
سامع ولا لا؟
Yeah.
Yeah ولا لا؟
No. He has to. Are they like wireless? He probably has to disconnect them. I'm not really sure.
وليد اقفل وافتح تاني. اقفل وافتح تاني.
Okay.
Yeah. We can hear him.
ولا لا؟
I don't know.
No. اقفل وافتح. اقفل وافتح. I think like he has to like can he take him off and make him come back again?
Mike, can you take him off and bring him back?
Yeah.
There he goes. He's off. Okay, he'll come back. There he goes. Can you hear us now?
سامع كده ولا لا؟
I don't know what it is. He can't hear us.
I don't see.
The volume is probably not on his
السماعة فين يا وليد؟ السماعة.
I wonder why he can't hear us.
What?
What, Yolanda?
I thought he was frozen for a second.
Nah, we could hear him, but he can't hear us for some reason. I don't know what could have possibly happened.
وليد السماعة.
Hello.
ايوه احنا سامعينك بس.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
انا سامعك. انت سامعنا؟ انت سامعني؟
I hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Okay. There you go. So ask him, when he got here and why he hasn't fought in so long.
بقول لك انت بالك هنا قد ايه؟
How long here? Like 1 year and a half.
Okay. And then it's probably because of COVID.
Yeah, before COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he's fighting March 6th. Was his last fight the Olympics? Did he have any amateur fights after the Olympics?
Last fight like 2018 in Medican game.
Okay.
In Albania. I have gold medal. I take gold medal this last fight, and coming here in America. I want to play professional.
Yes, your English isn't that bad. You speak good English. He does okay.
Yeah, he speaks English.
I can.
He speaks.
Yeah, he does okay. So he spars with Salim a lot? Do you work out with Salim a lot?
Yeah, it's burning like Friday
بقول لك
ago,
انت بتلعب معاه كتير؟
like 6 round.
لا بقول
This
لك
is
انت
good guy. This is good sparring.
بقول لك انت
This
بتلعب
like
معاه كتير يا وليد.
this
وليد.
second time. This second, but this it's not bad. This good, and Slim good fighter.
Yeah, he fought for a world title. He already fought for a world title.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a
على
pretty
بطولة
good
العالم
fighter.
قبل كده.
Yeah. I don't know, Yolanda, I don't know what happened to Paul Benkey. He usually rolls in by now. Only a few minutes late. He could have fallen asleep.
I don't know.
Yolanda, we can't hear you at all.
You can't? You
Sorry?
can't hear me?
No, you have like a lag. But anyway, so Ahmed, now you last fought 8 years ago. And then so give us the quick story. What happened? You lost your last you lost your last bout. What happened?
So I lost my last fight and
Sorry, no understand. Say again.
بيكلمنا انا وليد بيكلمنا انا. So I
say again.
بيكلمنا انا وليد. بيكلمنا انا ما بيكلمكش انت.
Yeah, we'll come back to him.
No, I don't think he can hear me. I don't know why.
Okay. Now he's having trouble.
وليد انت سامعني؟ انت سامعني انا وليد ولا انت سامعهم بس؟
I can't hear you. Hear me?
Nah, he can't hear us again. I wonder why.
وليد انت شايفني؟ انت شايفني؟ I don't know. So okay. for me, I stopped fighting because it was a lot of corruption, like, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
And like I had a fight with my ex-promoter.
Who were you signed to?
I don't want to say it's like it's Judo Guardia, Star Boxing. Yeah, and
you're released now, no more.
Yeah, so long ago. Okay. So I got a release from him because he was offering me like fights, not my weight. So I fight cruiserweight, and he's offering me like Joe Hanks is like 260 pounds, and I'm lightweight. It's like, why you want me to fight your fighter and big weights? Like, so I'm like, he's like, he wants to put me as a stepping stone for his fighters, and I'm his fighter. Because like he always, like, I don't know, it is a business. It's always about selling tickets, and
100%.
Yeah, so it's a business about selling tickets. So it is hard for me with the Egyptian community. Like they will come in here to work and busy, and like boxing is not a big sport in Egypt. So it was really hard. So right now I have better connection because I start working nightlife, and my life changed. And because of of COVID, I stopped working and I start focusing, coming back to train. But I have been training all the time. I never stopped.
Were you with Victor the whole time? Did Victor from day one?
Yeah. No, like I was with Victor like 10 years ago, first when I came to this country. And after, like I switched trainers because he was he was working with my manager before, and so like he knows everyone. So when I left them, like I left Victor because he was working with them. But like he's one of the best like trainers I ever worked with. He's really, really good. Like he work in technique. Like I feel like I'm always learning. Every time I go to the gym, I'm learning with him. So I decided to come back. Like I did MMA in the side, and I won a belt, Ring of Combat, in 185 pounds.
How many fights did you have in MMA?
It's just like one and one, like was like it was not official. So and I got like I could fight in Bellator, but I had a couple of fight cancellations.
They offered you fights in Bellator?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're skilled at that too. You like boxing better?
Yeah, I love boxing.
Boxing is what you want to do?
It's my sport, yeah.
And then how do you know Walid? From home or from here? How did you get hooked up with him?
So I know Walid when he was a young kid. Like I know him when he was young kid and he was in a cadet team. But I know him when he was younger. Like I think I know when he was 10 years old, when he started boxing.
How many amateur bouts did he have?
Me, 295.
You had 295?
Yeah, I was number one in all Africa. The gold medal in African Games. And I was number 4 in the world in 2007, ranked.
And I talked to Victor about it. He said the fight you lost, you were actually the B side, but
I won. I won this fight.
And then you were. I mean, so all right, so we have a lot to work with here. We can get you on the fast track, 3 or 4 wins, and then we can really start offering you up in a big fight. So it's not going to be that tough to do. Now, Yolanda, you met both of them. What were your? So you told me basically they were both talented fighters, and so what is your assessment when you saw them? And then you talked to them a little bit. What did you get out of it? Your conversation.
Well, hello again, and it was a great experience. I feel like both of them were sounded like they're very dedicated to the sport, whether it be amateur or Olympics or wherever they are at whatever level. They're really passionate about it, and they want to grow into the sport and get world titles. So that was my assessment.
And then I feel bad. Ahmed said he basically won the fight, but he got a loss. You lost a split decision. I looked at the opponent. I know exactly who he is. He's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why. Here's my
listen, like I can't believe, like, he was like smashed, man. Like he was like, he told my friend he won. I was like, he would look at us, you won? Like with this face, I destroy him.
Yeah,
like, he did not. The thing, he did not touch me. And they raised my hand first.
Yeah, they probably knew you won the fight. Yeah.
They raised my hand, say the winner is, and I'm leaving. I was like, oh, stop, what, But my promoter, he told me, show me how you're gonna fight. So you would threaten me, He's like, oh, show me how you're gonna fight here. So I could not fight in New York. I was fighting for $1 contract in North Carolina and South Carolina. So I was it's hard.
And nobody comes out of those. There's nothing you can do. If you're fighting those fights where you're paying for your wins, that's great in COVID. But when it comes down to it, and not only that, but the big promoters want to see how you can sell tickets. You got to sell local places.
I can sell tickets. Like I can sell a lot of tickets, but now, like, I grew up, I have a lot of connection. I used to work in nightlife, and like I know a lot of people. The thing, like, they were like, I don't know. I was young. I didn't have like so much. Like I didn't know so much people, and like.
Yeah, it's tough. Now I'm telling you, we'll be okay too. I have a good plan for you. I talked to Victor. We'll make good things happen, and you don't have to worry anymore. And we have a good team behind you, so it'll be good. And now, did he confirm with you March 6th? Are you fighting on March 6th?
I'm not sure. Like, we're waiting for the matchmaker because the promoter of the show, he had like a fight was yesterday or day before
Friday.
yesterday.
He had an event on Saturday.
On Saturday, so like they coming back. So like I think they're gonna answer by tomorrow or after tomorrow for the fight.
Yeah. Okay.
To confirm.
So, yeah, we'll get it, and then we got to get a spot for Salim and Waleed. So that'll be good. Now, Yolanda, you're not frozen, are you?
No.
You look frozen. Okay.
I'm just
so you just left New York. You got home today, actually. What were your highlights of your trip when you were here?
Oh my God. Well, I went to.
It was meeting Ahmed and Waleed, right? That was the first best thing. What was second?
I get really excited when I see sparring because it's a little different than the fights, and then I get to, well, I didn't, not that day, but when I do go to watch sparring, I do get to see like how the coaches train the fighters and what they tell them, and so it's pretty cool. And New York, oh man, when I landed, it was 85 degrees, so I had too much clothes on.
California, yeah. And you came, it doesn't snow like this. It was the most snow ever in February in history, and you were here for most of it. So yeah, you had a tough one. Waleed is back.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now?
Sama Waleed. Waleed. Sama.
Can you hear us, Waleed?
I don't know if you can see me.
No, he should be able to. I just don't think he could hear us. So anyway, so how you know him since he's 10 years old?
Yeah, so I know everything about him. So
yeah, you'll just answer and we'll hope you get it right. If not, he'll be mad at you, not us.
No. I know everything about him.
So anyway, so you know him for a long time. He had many amateur bouts.
Yeah.
He fought in the 2016 Olympics.
Olympic Games, yeah.
And then you said he actually fought in 2018. He said he fought in 2018
he fought in 2018, and he took a gold medal in the Mediterranean Sea Game in Spain.
Okay, and then he came. I guess he came here to turn pro, and everything shut down, and everything else.
Everything shut down, and
he's in limbo.
Yeah.
And then Victor mentioned you were gonna have a manager, but the guy really wasn't a manager. He kind of disappeared, and so
he just came back again, and he wrote Victor because Victor say we have a manager now. So he wrote Victor, but Victor told him, oh, sorry, we have a manager right now.
Yeah, and he disappeared for a long time. He didn't want to probably pay any money to get wins, or didn't really try.
No, he actually he's willing to pay money, and he said but he doesn't have experience with boxing, to be honest.
You can't do that.
When he talk and say it's not about money. It's about experience. It's important to have experience.
And how about the first time? Your first and before 2008, who was managing you then?
Oh, me? Oh, who's so long ago was someone from Australia. His name Damon DeBerry.
Okay.
So.
And then how do you know Salim? How do you know Salim? You just started coming to the gym?
So Salim, I know him, I think, from first day he arrived to New York. Actually, he came to me because our best friend, I fought with him a couple of times. He's from France. We fought 3 times together against each other when we were in the national team.
Were you on the national team in Egypt?
No, so I was in the national team in Egypt, and he used to fight for France and Algeria because you have 2 passports. So he fought for France. I fought with him in the Mediterranean Sea Games. He beat me because I had a cut, so he stopped the fight. And after I fought with him, he came back to Algeria to fight for Algeria's name because he had 2 passports. So I fought with him in the Arab Games, and I beat him. And after I fought with him in African Games 2007. We fought in the final, and I won. So he beat me once, I beat him though. But he's my best friend. He's actually now European champ.
What is his name? What is his name?
Nofal Wattah. He's gonna kill me now.
Yeah. No, that's good though. No, but he's doing well as a pro. Yeah, he's doing well.
He's my best friend. He's really nice. We have a good we always talk. He's really good fighter. Really good fighter. And he's a European champ. And so he talked to me and told me, oh, I have my friend Salim is coming to New York. So Salim came to my work right away with his bag from the airport, and he came and he stayed with me. I introduced him to a couple of people. I took him to a boxing gym. He's really nice. I love Salim, and his family too. His wife,
very nice, very nice,
his wife and his kids. We close.
Yeah. So I've gotten to know Salim pretty well. I actually know Salim when he fought on a show in Arizona maybe 5-6 years ago. I met him there. Yeah. And then I had a gym in New Jersey. He came there one day. His wife called. Is it a real gym? I train amateurs. Yeah. He came over there, and then he asked me if I would manage him. So we got him 1 fight, 1 win. Yeah. And the goal with him is the same as you. Just get him a couple of wins and then start looking for a big money fight. And that's the best way to go about it. And then actually, believe it or not, your loss may help you in the long run because people will see that and they think you really lost. Yeah, and it looks good when a tough person wants to fight somebody they think is easy. Oh, he lost to this guy. Yeah. And we can use it to our advantage possibly. So, we'll do the best with that. I'm not worried. Yolanda, do you have any questions for Ahmed? No, wait, Samir. We call him Samir.
Yeah, it's okay. Ahmed is the same.
Okay.
Well, how long ago has it been since you started fighting, or since your last?
So it's been it's 2000, I think. So 2000. It's 8 years almost.
Wow. And then what do you what? So you came to America. Do you after what you've been through? Do you regret it?
Yeah. That I came to America.
But just what you've been through in the boxing world, and then how it ended suddenly, and you were frustrated.
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I grow up now. As I take responsibility for all my actions and for my loss, even for the fight I lost. I'm not gonna blame anyone. I blame myself Like I feel I put myself in this situation, and you know what? Is best. I move on, and hopefully I'll do great now. Like I know I'm gonna do it. You know, like.
Let me ask you this: how do you feel? You're 36 now. Do you feel just as good as you did when you're 28?
I feel like better than when I was 23.
Got it.
Yeah,
Now
I
we're
feel
very
like
excited.
I'm in good shape,
He
training
looks
really
fit.
hard. Yeah.
And then Yolanda, you saw him firsthand. How does he look to you?
He looks fit. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really see you like
She
do a
didn't
lot
see
of
me
work.
sparring. She didn't see me sparring. Yeah.
Yeah, but you look like fit, so I don't know.
Who do you spar with mostly?
So I have a couple of guys. I have a Russian fighter. He was a European champion, and we trained together at Church Street gym. And I used to spar with Adam Novatsky, the heavyweight.
Oh yeah.
So I used to help Adam for all his fights. I spar with him all the time. And
what's gonna happen with Adam now? He came off a tough one.
Yeah, but he's gonna come back.
Yeah,
he's gonna come back.
I think he just wasn't mentally prepared for that fight, and he never really got hit like that.
You know, to be honest, like I don't think he had the right head or focus, and I think like just like you know, is a good for him. Like I don't know. I think he's focused. He's more focused now. He's gonna come back. Like I love him. He's like my best friend. One of my
He is
best
a good. I'm a big fan. I have a T-shirt I ordered from his website. Every time I see him, I say hello to him. I really wanted him to win that last fight.
Like, he's like my best friend. He's gonna come back and he's gonna do great. I believe that.
Yolanda, we're talking about Adam Koznaki. He lost to Robert Helenius in Barclays Center. It was a world title eliminator, and he got knocked out. It was his first loss. I didn't think there was any way he would lose that fight. And it's boxing, and he got knocked out, and now he has a long way back. But I think you're right. And you know what? A couple wins, they'll get him a title shot. It's not damaging.
He's gonna come back. Like he's really tough.
And Helenius is a tough fighter. He's been with everybody. He got a few bad decisions. So he can fight, and he's way tall. He must be like 18 inches taller than Adam. So style-wise, it's a terrible matchup. So Yolanda, you're out there. So what is it looking like? What fighters are you closely associated with on the West Coast? You see all the time, or you talk to your favorites, whatever.
Oh geez. Well, I mean, I know a lot of different gyms, and so whoever's there, I talk to for the most part. I know Oscar Negrete. I know.
He just lost a tough one, and I'm going to tell you right now. So, Samir, you know about Oscar Negrete? He just fought Ronnie Rios.
Yeah.
That poor guy he did a great job for Golden Boy all this time. He was headlining the Belasco, a popular fighter. And the first time they gave him a world title shot, they made him fight a guy a weight class up, which makes no sense, like exactly what they did to you. And now this time he fights Ronnie Rios. It's the same situation. He has to move up in weight. He's a volume puncher. He's not strong even at his natural weight. If you're a volume puncher that moves up, you have nothing to keep the guy off of you. And that's exactly what you were dealing with fighting heavyweights.
Yeah, he keep looking me when I was 6'7", 7 feet. I was like, wow. Heavyweight is big. It's not like, you know.
It's different. And then, so different. Yolanda, you know Cesar then. Cesar's his manager, Oscar's manager.
Yeah.
Cesar is one of the best guys in boxing. I love Cesar.
Yeah, I know all of them. Roger.
I know Roger.
Ryan. I mean, I know everybody down there. Let's see.
Well, you probably know Ryan Garcia since he was a little kid.
Not since little kid, but since before he got really popular, actually.
I remember, like, I have pictures of him when he was fighting at the top ranked shows at the Studio City at the what is it called up there? The Studio City thing? Something. It's the Sportsman Club or something like that.
Yeah.
Sportsman's Lodge. Yeah. So Ahmed now. So now basically you're ready to go. You're fighting on March 6th. And then I'm going to keep you coming back very quick. I want to time it so you're ready for a big fight when boxing opens up again. Yeah. And let me ask you this. Is there anybody you have your sights set on? Like, is there a cruiserweight you'd like to fight?
Yeah, Zach, my favorite used to be Usyk, but he moved up.
He moved up. And you know what? That's a good thing that he moved up. And you know why? All the titles were free. Now there's different champions. He had them all. So he vacated all of them. Now they're all available.
I think there is a guy from Albania. He's number one now. He's 36 years old, same age.
a couple, 2 or 3 fights, and I can get you right in that mix. We'll start.
Yes,
we got to get you like 15-1, and then we get you right in that mix. And being that there's a lot of possibilities at cruiserweight. The odd thing is, I don't think that Golden Boy even has anybody over welterweight.
I don't think so.
Yolanda, they have all smaller guys. They don't have anything above welterweight, as far as I know.
I think Top Rank. Yeah.
They have from like 122 to 147. I don't even think Golden Boy has a 154 pounder.
Yeah.
Nobody came to mind. They had Linares for all those years. They had Canelo, but he's gone.
Yeah.
So they don't really have anybody over welterweight, as far as I know. So that's interesting.
John, do you have anyone in mind to line him up with?
I want to know who he wants to fight, and then I can start pursuing it. Let's get him like 1 or 2, just to get him back in the mix, get him there, and then what I can do then is I'll look for somebody. We got many options with him because, like I said, the loss is going to help us. They're going to look at his box track. Wow, he lost to a guy that's 11-9. He can't fight, and now he's 36. Let's take it, and then we win the fight. And one loss is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's ways to use it to our advantage, which is exactly what we're going to do. Yeah. And then we will get you in position to get a nice shot. And the same, Waleed's going to be a little different story. He fights at 147, right?
Yeah.
That's the plan as a pro, 147, I'm thinking.
147, yeah. 152, 147, I think, yeah.
We can start him like at 52 to see how he feels. And then, but I think to do the best for him, there's a million.
147.
And we can always match him easily. There's, and there's a lot of big money fights at welterweight.
Yeah.
And you're a cruiserweight at the right time. I'll be honest with you. Until 2 years ago, nothing was happening at cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Well, they did have there was nothing happening. I mean, because
sick and it like the World Series, like cruiserweight World Series, and Osik won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fought in the final against the Russian guy.
He's the one who brought some interest back, and now there's some decent guys there. Guys that he's beaten are still floating around, and I believe he beat Michael Hunter. Yeah, he beat him in a defense, and he moved back up to heavyweight. I don't know what they were doing with Michael Hunter Jr. I don't think they, because he was doing well at heavyweight. They moved him to cruiserweight. I think they thought they were, unless he made big money for the fight. I don't know what the logic was in that.
Maybe,
back to heavyweight, and he fought Povetkin, had the draw, and everything else. So Yolanda, back to you now. You're in California, so you know Oscar Negrete. You know Cesar very well. Cesar also has Adon Ochoa, and Adon. I feel very bad for Adon Ochoa. He fought Adam Lopez on a show I did in Burbank, California. Got a loss in a very good fight actually. Adon definitely held his own for only having 3 fights at the time, and he took that loss, but he learned from it. He did very well. And then Top Rank put him on a TV fight. He dropped his opponent. I watched that fight. He won the fight, and Top Rank, they find a way to get, the big promoters. It's a business. If you don't really beat up the promoter's fighter, you're gonna have a hard time getting a decision. But I thought he definitely did enough to win the fight. I haven't heard of Don's name in a while. I hope he's not discouraged, and I hope Cesar still has big plans for him because he can definitely fight.
I actually know Don personally as well. He came to one of my youth program workouts, pop-up workouts. So he's very talented, but I feel like he's not, I don't know. Well, from what I hear, his father's wants a lot of control over what he does, and
that's never. And I'm not gonna tell you, just from being in the boxing world, whenever you have like a family member involved, it never goes good.
It is hard, yeah.
They think that you should be making a lot more than you're making. They think you're way more talented than you are. And I'm telling you, like I've handled very talented fighters that had the family involved, and I like the family and stuff, but it's just not realistic expectations sometimes.
Yeah.
They think in his 4th fight he should be making $50,000.
Yeah.
They read the numbers. They see that if he's making 25 million, we're definitely going to be making 1 million. But they don't understand how few boxers ever make $1 million.
I know.
I think it's like 10% ever make more than 20,000 in a fight.
Yeah.
So think about it. I mean, and you got yourself into a very nice position considering 11-1 is very easy to work with.
Yeah.
I'm very confident we could do big things. I was telling you a little bit last week. We just got to get you some wins and get you back in the mix so people know you're back.
Thank you.
And then I think the phone will start ringing on my end, even to like match you with somebody. Then we have to talk. and see, all right, you're going to make this much money. It's a very tough fight. We want to wait. And then, that's good decisions to have.
Yeah.
Better than that. So, we'll do everything we could. I'm very happy. Waleed probably got mad he couldn't hear us and he ran away, but
I'm going to talk with him.
I'm very excited to work with both of you guys. And Salim has nothing but great things to say. Victor has nothing but great things. Yolanda saying we're both nice guys and talented fighters. So I'm excited. So Yolanda, anything else to ask Ahmed?
Well, I was gonna say that when I met Ahmed and the guys, all of you guys are really hungry. So I mean that's like the impression.
I have families.
So that's a good sign. I feel like.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So Yolanda, tell us about some good things you're doing right now, like that you want to discuss.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, I could share about my upcoming event. Because some things are opening up now. A sponsor wants to do a pop-up workout at the end of this month, or maybe possibly it's going to be moved to next month. But I'm going to invite some amateur fighters and we're going to do a pop-up class, and then hopefully I could get a world champ to come and talk to them, because I feel
Where's it going to be? Would you know where it's going to be?
San Diego.
Oh, far. I told you, ask Paul Vaden.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but I don't know.
Paul Vaden is a world champion, very well known in San Diego. And Paul Benke knows him very, very well. If you want, I can reach out to him. He's really involved in the city of San Diego.
Okay.
Let me ask him before I speak for him, but I think that's a no-brainer. He's one of the best fighters ever to come out of San Diego, and he's right there. And we'll talk to him, and that'll be great. All right.
Yeah,
but what else do you have going on then? What else do you got?
What else? I'll probably visit some more gyms this week and next week. My goal is to visit like a gym maybe at least 2 or 3 times a month. We'll see.
Do you ever get out to Grandpa's when you're out there?
Yeah, I go to Grandpa's. I go to TG. I go.
You don't see that? Like, look around on the walls. There's tons and tons of pictures of me at Grandpa's. I used to spend my whole day at Grandpa's. I would go there, I'd work out, and then I would sit there. Me and Grandpa would watch Sanford and Son, Different Strokes. He'd make me bring him lunch, and we would eat lunch every day. He passed away, as you know. But Jessica and Grandma are there, and the son Renee, and they're doing it there. And then Alex, one of the trainers, Jesse. I used to manage Darren. Darren just fought over the weekend. He got a no contest. He got a big cut on his head. I talked to him. I'm gonna end up doing some stuff with him again. He didn't fight in so long. We didn't bother. He took 5 years. He didn't want to fight. He had some, issues. He was, working jobs, and he just couldn't do it. He has, had 2 kids. Now he has 3, but now he's back in the mix. And I will certainly help Darren as much as I could. But now he's 1-1-1. He got, I don't know how to even explain what happened. He won a fight in Mexico. Then he had a very tough fight in Mexico, which is, I know it's boxing, but it's not always what you sign up for. You know what I'm talking about. Both, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of not ready for that. And this last one was a no contest, but he's a very good defensive fighter. And it looks like Alex has him putting his punches together a little bit better, and he's going to do good. And then you had Philly. Rubukava was there. They left now, but I used to manage Philly. I had a good time with Philly. When I left, he was 9-0. What was that?
Chuck manages him now, right?
Yep, Chuck has him. I released him, but on good terms. I was moving back east, and I was leaving California. So, and I like Chuck and Oscar a lot, so they kind of work with him now. And my goal is to help the boxer, not handcuff him. I'm not over there. What good is that going to do anybody? But Philly is absolutely a very, very talented fighter. Things happen.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And now he's 11-2. But I need him to, I'm really excited to see. I'm still involved, to an extent with Philly. But I would really love to see them come back with that. It's the same as Ahmed. And like what happens is they get discouraged, and it does a lot to you mentally to lose a fight like that. And then you're thinking, no matter what, I'm always going to get a loss anyway. Yeah. It really messes with your head because I just beat this guy. I got a loss, and you just think it's not going to get better. But I promise you, we can make good things happen. And you didn't give up. I'm glad you didn't give up, and I'm glad maybe COVID happened for a reason.
Yeah,
for you. You're going to be back. Now you're back in the gym, and you're going to be fighting in a few weeks. Yeah. And then we will, the better you look in that, the better off we'll be. We'll come back very quick. I'm thinking literally March, then April, then May.
I'm ready.
And with you and Salim the same. Then I'm going to start looking both of you for a big fight.
Yeah.
And then you know how that goes. But that is a different story. Then then there's
have
two guys.
Focus. Yeah.
Yep, and only one can win, and that's who's the better man that day. We'll try to get you a very winnable fight. That's a good fight that leads to bigger and better things, and you just do your part. And even if you don't come out on top, as long as you put a good showing on, you could always come back and get more fights. And that's the goal, just to keep you busy. How long do you hope to fight for? 3 or 4 years?
Yeah. Yes, many guys 40. Yeah,
the bigger guys last long.
Yeah. He's still beating young guys.
You haven't fought in 8 years, so you don't have any wear and tear. You have 12 fights wear and tear. And there's a lot of great pros that if they could have, it might be beneficial. Now you're older and wiser. That experience, and you're still physically intact. You don't have any injuries.
Yeah.
You're ready to go. You're in great shape from everyone that's seen you. Says you're in tremendous shape. So we can really, surprise some people. And there's a lot of fighters that are up there in age that are doing very well right now. And you're not that old. I mean, like I said, we're going to make things happen for you within a year anyway. So and then we reassess it in a year to see how we're doing, and we look for other stuff. But I have no doubt in my mind we could do some very good things with you. And I know I got in mind a few local opponents I want to talk to before I start mentioning. But that could be pretty high profile fights. I think you have an outstanding chance of winning. That could really make some noise and put you right where you have to be. So I'm going to look around and see what's happening. And then we lost in COVID. We lost some guys that were on the older side because they've been on the shelf for a year and a half now. Yeah. So guys that are 36, 37, they said, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to be 38 when I come back. You're the opposite. So I'm glad. And then you're going to have wonderful things. So Yolanda, in closing, anything you like to add?
No, I look forward to everything that you guys have going on and you're planning and putting together. I feel very confident in that it's going to go well. I see the hunger, like I said, and I feel like that's a very important part of being a fighter. You have to come in, you have to come in wanting, and I think they have it. So
Ahmed, now in closing, anything you want to say? Like, what are we looking forward to? We're going to see you, we hope, March 6th. I'll find out from Victor. And then just tell us. Just tell us, include you're happy to be back, and just give a few words, and
Yeah, like hopefully, like after a couple more fights, we can get the world title, and I'll be number 1 in the world cruiserweight.
Oh, that was
my goal. This is my goal.
And it's the only goal. If you're going to be a boxer, the only goal you should have is the top. Yeah. Yes, nobody wants to be a decent boxer. You want to be a great boxer.
I know.
Don't box at all.
I know I can make it. I know, like I waste a lot of years, but it never wasted. Like you're learning.
I don't think you waste them. I don't think you waste them.
It's happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. I think like I'm wiser now.
It can definitely work to your advantage. Fight smarter. Yeah. We get you right into the money now, and I don't think it's going to be very, very, very hard. So it's a pleasure. I'm excited to work with you, and then we're going to have some big things coming. And Yolanda, thank you for coming. You could both come here. And Ahmed, we'll see you soon, and we look forward to your fight on March 6th.
Thank you.
Bye,
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, okay. Bye guys.
And that's our show, everybody. Thanks for listening. I am Mick Manhattan, the Scene Snob. We always appreciate you guys tuning in and commenting along and everything else. Go check out this show or any of our other shows on thescenesnobs.com. Thescenesnobs.com. We love you. You guys are awesome. And if you would like, follow and subscribe to our social media. That really helps us go a long way. And please spread the word. Tell your friends. Have them come in. We love feedback and everything else. So everybody, you have a great day. Again, thanks for listening. Thescenesnobs.com. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.